We did a video with Monkey talking about the need to get out, take walks in the sun. Well, there's a reason for that. Or I should say, there's a reason for that. If you see the difference, when you are depressed, when you're down, well, you will react physically to situations differently than when you're happy, when you're excited, when you're angry, or even when you're scared. Each one of those physical things, your physical reaction is different based on your emotional aspect. And so, well, when you are feeling depressed or down, well, that can be caused by a lot of things. But physically, well, if you don't feel good physically, well, the only way to get stronger physically is to go out and do the things that you need to do that you don't feel like doing, like taking walks, like exercising. And so when you say, well, I don't feel like taking a walk, I don't feel like doing any exercising, well, just in your mind, you got to think, well, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Or when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And see the difference. You react and respond differently based on your emotion. But the sunlight, well, there's a lot of meanings and reasons associated for that. And years ago, I mean, if you were sick, one of the things they would do is they would set you out in the sun so much a day. And you get vitamin D and it's healthy for you. But it's more than that. And so, I had a friend that used to be a priest. I say used to be. You don't find many people that used to be priests, but he actually fell in love with a nun. They got married, and so she couldn't be a nun anymore, and he couldn't be a priest. But we had some good conversations. But he told me he got training to counsel at a hospital, a very large hospital, and there wasn't enough of the priests to handle the workload. There were just too many people in the hospital, and so they did training so that they would know which ones to take and spend more time with and which ones to spend less time with. And he said when he would go in a room and the curtains were drawn, it was dark, the patient was very somber, wouldn't hardly talk. Well, that was a sign. That dark room, they'd given up, And he felt like, okay, in this situation, I can't spend much time with them because I can't help them. I need to go on to someone that I can help. And when you go in a room where the curtains were open, the sunlight was coming in, well, there's hope. And you really do find that to be the case. And I've gone into houses, and when all the windows are, the curtains are drawn, there's no sunlight, it's a depressing place. Well, where there's light, you can't have darkness. That's just a fact. Well, Jesus is light. If he's in your heart, there's light in your heart. Well, you need Jesus in your heart. You need light in your heart so that you don't have darkness in your life and in your heart. And then you need to become more like Christ so that you become that light, his light. And you reflect for others to see. Well, it changes how you look at things, and it changes the things you do because your heart begins to change, not just the things you do. So, what's the point? The point is you need light. Take care and God bless.